wooden box. Ooh, and I have it turned so that you guys can see my hanger. So welcome back, my beautiful friends. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. So today I want to share with you what are some of my favorite thrifted farmhouse finds. That's a lot to say. So I have some items that I have thrifted over the years that I consider to be very farmhousey. And so I want to share those with you guys today, and then also kind of share with you some ideas of what I look for whenever I'm out thrifting. So the first thing I'm going to start with is this large crock, and it should have a handle on it, but it didn't, but it's really heavy, of course, very, very, very weighty. And I got the crock and I got the spoon. And I use this as a utensil holder, but I thought the wooden spoon worked really well. You know, this is a complete nod to like farmhouse. And so I got them at the same thrift store at the same time. And I like to use this as a utensil holder. I'm actually kind of glad that it doesn't have the handle on it, because I think that would kind of be in the way because I put this on our range. So I really like this. I always like to look for things that are not only, you know, form and function, beautiful, whatever, but that you can use them, you know, for actual purposes like putting your utensils in. The other thing I like to keep my eye open for are glass bottles. Now, there are some that I've shared before in the past, and one of them is this, it used to be, I guess, it came in like, I don't know, some sort of salad dressing box, like once upon a time, Hidden Valley or something. And it was how you mixed up your vinegar, water, and oil and made a salad dressing. Someone told me a long time ago, oh, that bottle is shaking, how this was, what this was for. And so what I like to do is whenever I display little bottles like these, I like to just put like a little flower in it. You know, you can get these little flowers from IKEA. And I have, you know, a little bunch of them here. So, you know, you can just put one in there, kind of tip it to the side or whatever. These are just really cute. I love clear bottles. So I look for these, especially if they have like a unique, you know, style to them. I look for those whenever I am thrifting. Another bottle that I found while I was thrifting is this sunflower bottle. It says sunflower oil, and this is a wine decanter, and I got these two together at the same time. I love these, again, because they look really pretty whenever you put, you know, like a flower stem, just one little simple flower stem in them. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a carnation. It can be whatever you want, but I'm gonna try to give you a little glimpse. See, isn't that cute? Now just think, like, if you have an arrangement somewhere where you just have a bunch of clear bottles, you could put one, you know, stem in there, or they look really pretty even when they are just all by themselves. You know, when you just have them kind of paired together, they're just cute. And I think that this gives, you know, sort of that nod to a farmhouse look, especially if you have like open shelving. So the next thing that I found when I was thrifting, and I've had this for a while, but I really thought that this, you know, really kind of speaks to farmhouse decor, is this set of saucers, and there are 4 cups. And these are actually ironstones. So I know a lot of you guys are big ironstone collectors. And so I think these are really cute. They sit actually in this cabinet behind me. If you had open shelving or, you know, a way to display them, even if you don't use them, I think they're very farmhouse. Ironstone is very, very on trend, very popular. So I threw this in with my favorites because I do love them and I think that they have a nice chic farmhouse look. The next thing that I found was this little dish, and I know this is kind of silly, but you know, I look for things like this because these are great to use on your sink. So, you know, I have this on our kitchen sink and I have my cleaning bottles that sit in there. These are also really great if you use them on a bathroom vanity, on a side table. You could use something very simple like this on an entryway table when you come in, you know, to set things in. I just love little simple white dishes like this. This is by Sidekick Corningware, so definitely not like vintage or anything that I know of, but I use this, I have for years. So I've gotten a lot of use out of it. It's a very functional piece. So I think if you guys like this type of thing, these are great to find at thrift stores because they're usually only like a few cents or a few dollars. Next up, I found this little cow. It's a creamer. A lot of you guys already have this, but I didn't have it. And I know that I think like Target or somewhere sells it. I just think it's really cute and definitely, you know, farmhouse. And I picked this up while I was thrifting and I think I paid 99 cents for it. Next up in my farmhouse favorite thrifted finds are these little roosters or I don't know if these are roosters or hens. Either way, I added the little check ribbon. I shared that with you guys that I got from the Dollar Tree, but little things like these are perfect to look for whenever you're out thrifting. These are salt and pepper shakers. I don't use them for that. They're displayed in our kitchen cabinet, but I mean, what says farmhouse more than like chickens or hens or whatever? And I love these. And again, couple dollars and you can really add to your collection of items with things like this. Next, I always try to look for baskets, and I got this basket. I absolutely love this. I've had it for several years and I've used it in a lot of different ways. At one time I had towels displayed in it, like kitchen towels. I've used it on the back of our toilet for like toilet paper. There's just a lot of things you could do with this. If you had like a nursery, you could put maybe cloth diapers in it, your different baby supplies. These, I love baskets whenever I'm looking at the thrift store. So I found this basket at the thrift store, and then I also found this basket. And the thing I liked about this one is I just liked the style of it, the handles. It's very, very sturdy. I've oftentimes thought about painting it, but you know, I'm just not sure because I kind of like this darker look. So definitely for just a few dollars, you can find baskets at thrift stores, and you know, you can do whatever you want with them. You can paint them or you can leave them, you know, as they are. But when you look at the price of baskets in stores and then you look at the price you can get them for at like a thrift store, you know, you can really score on baskets whenever you're thrifting. Next up are candlesticks. So this is a really very farmhouse distressed looking candlestick. I got this while I was thrifting. I actually used to have two of them, and somehow one of them got donated whenever we cleaned out our house. I was glad to still have this one on hand because it works great on like tray vignettes and things like that. But just the rusticness of it and the fact that somebody else already did this for me. I did not have to do any of the work and I paid very little money for it. Okay, I just have a couple more items here to share. So you guys know I shared this like several years ago. It's this smaller soup tureen, and I used this one year on our mantle for fall, and I opened a book and I set this on top of it, and it was just really cute. But I love to find dishes and things that are unique. Like this is attached to the tray here, and it's super cute. It sits inside of this cabinet. And again, when you see things like this out, totally screams farmhouse to me. And these are pieces that are just wonderful for displays and for decor. I love to find stuff like this. Okay, my last piece is this wooden box. Ooh, and I have it turned so that you guys can see my hanger. So the last thing is this wooden box, and I was actually going to make it a big reveal and tell you about how I put a little sawtooth hanger on the back of it and made it spectacular and hangs on my kitchen wall. But I've already shared that. So this is just a little wooden box. I just have some of the inexpensive IKEA plants in here. Again, if you find little boxes like these, you can absolutely make like a little planter box out of it like I did. There's a number of things you can do with it, but I just thought, I have 2 of these and I was like, oh, that's definitely gonna work great for a little, you know, planter box. And these little inexpensive greenery plants that you can get from IKEA that we all own, perfect in here. So keep your eye open for like wooden boxes. Don't pass those by whenever you're thrifting. So that's everything, you guys. I hope you found some ideas in here. I'm sure that a lot of you already, if you're into farmhouse decor, look for these items, but these are my favorites that I still have because I've gotten rid of a lot of the things that I had thrifted, but I am on the hunt for some new things. I definitely have some ideas in mind going into like spring and summer. So when we can go out and start shopping again, I have a few things that I am specifically looking for, and I'm going to start by looking at thrift stores. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so, check out my video description for links to all my social media sites, because that's where I share a lot of the things I don't share in the form of a video is over on my social media, my Facebook, my Instagram, my Pinterest. It's all on there. So check out my video description link.